The best businesses make some customers unhappy. We're going to unpack that statement because the customer isn't always right. I know that goes against what you might be thinking, but as an entrepreneur, you need to understand this principle. Stay tuned. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Tremain Show. I'm Tremain Davis, and today we're going to be talking about something that might be a little bit counterintuitive to what you've been taught as a business owner or as somebody who deals with customers or deals with the public, is that the customer is always right. Well, in a certain sense they are, but in the sense of building your business, they're not. So what do I mean by that? When it comes to customer service, when it comes to you actually engaging with your clients, the customer, I understand the sentiment behind the customer always being right. You want to wow your customer, you want to over deliver, you want to give them extra, you want to be excellent in your customer service, you want to go over and above, you want them to feel like they're valued when they come into your establishment. So from that standpoint, from the customer service standpoint, I can understand where the idea of the customer always being right comes from. But from a business strategy standpoint, no, there are two different things. The customer always being right is just not something that fits into the equation of an overall business strategy. Now, let me explain that. So customer service is, of course, something that is just part of, it's one little piece of your overall strategy, okay? Business strategy is the larger vision, and we've talked about this, is all of the choices that you make from idea to actually getting your product or your service into your customer's hand, and even after they have engaged with your company, how you connect with them and stay connected to them after they've purchased your product or your service. So the whole life cycle, the whole value chain of that is what we call business strategy. What choices, that's what business strategy is. What choices are you making along the way to bring that idea from value proposition all the way to the customer's hand? All right. So from a business strategy standpoint, customers are not always right. And what do I mean by that? Let's break that out a little bit more. Let's unpack it. So when it comes to value proposition, which is something that we talk about a lot on this channel, that is a structural and foundational piece to every business on the planet. On planet Earth, every business that is successful has a great value proposition. That is where it all starts. Now, I'm not sure about other planets, maybe Mars, maybe Jupiter. If they have businesses there, maybe they don't have value propositions, but businesses on Earth that are successful have great and successful value propositions. You're dialed in to who your customer is, what set of problems you're solving for that customer, and at what price point. Whether you're going to be a luxury product or whether you're going to be a low cost product. Or high end versus low end. Where you're going to be on the pricing spectrum. That's your value proposition. That's it. And it might sound simple, but how you answer those three questions, the questions remain the same for every business, but how you answer those questions differ from every business on the planet. So that's why the secret sauce is in the value proposition. So let's take the first part of the value proposition, which is who are your target customers. Now, as a business, this is the first thing that you do. This is ground zero. This is where you start. Once you've decided who your target customers are, nobody else matters. This is why I said the customer is not always right when it comes to business strategy. Now, if you have decided who your target customer is, it really doesn't matter what everybody else thinks about your business, because you have a certain set of people who you have decided. That's the choices that I was talking about when it comes to business strategy. You have made a choice to serve this particular set of customers. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. You have made the choice to serve this particular set of customers, and that is what your business is going to be focused on. Okay, so once you have that group of people, you're focusing all your efforts, all your energies, and everything that you have, all your resources into making sure that this particular group of people is taken care of. That's where you want to focus. Nobody else in that equation matters. So if you are set out to service, teenage girls, maybe that's your target audience, or 20 something, young girls. If a 60-something male, fills out a comment card and says, "Hey, I don't like your products and services," It doesn't matter because he is not part of your target customer group. You've already decided from the beginning, from a business strategy standpoint, think about your value proposition, which is the foundational brick of any business strategy, is who is your target customer? What problems are you solving for that customer? That's where you figure spending all of your time. So if this retired, male wants to have a comment about your business, it doesn't matter. So in that regard, every customer is not right. Now remember something that I told you on a few videos ago, and I think this is worth doing another video about, but you don't want just customers. You want your customers. You want the people that you're going to serve, the people that you've decided to go after, okay? And then once you've made that decision to go after this set of customers, this group of people, then that's where you're going to target and that's where you're going to focus all your resources. So anybody outside of that group of people, outside of that sphere of customers that you've decided to service, their opinions really doesn't matter. A lot of times I'll tell these businesses that, when these people are filling out these negative comment cards or, have something negative to say all the time, most of the time, those are just people who you're not deciding to serve anyway. Now, somebody who is in your target group fills out a negative comment card, you absolutely need to be all over it. You need to be trying to figure out what you can do to make sure that customer is serviced properly into the future. That's where you want to focus. But every customer isn't always right. The best businesses are going to make some people unhappy. That's how I started this whole video. And that's because somebody's going to come along and say, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I wish you would do this. I wish you would do that. And your first response, and you don't have to say this to the customer, you can do something or say something nice to them. But when you're talking to your leadership team or talking to your employees or even talking to yourself, if you're a solopreneur and you're reviewing, why this customer was so upset, the very first thing you're gonna go over is who is your target audience, and you're gonna realize that this person doesn't fit into the profile of who my target audience is. So do I really care about what this person is thinking? Every customer is not going to be happy with your products and service because you're not here to serve everybody. You're here to serve your group of people that you've decided on, and that's what you're building your value proposition and ultimately your overall business strategy around. All right, so as usual, like, subscribe, share. I hope this information is getting through and adding value to your business. I hope this is giving you some ammunition so that you can go out and take your business to the next level. Please send this information to all entrepreneurs that you know who may be struggling with getting negative comments. Maybe I need to change my business. Maybe I need to do something different. You don't need to do anything different unless those comments are coming from people who you have decided to service your customers. All right, so I want you to be encouraged. You're on the right path. Also, as usual, the best form of support is just you being here with me today, and I really appreciate you. All right, I'm Tremain Davis, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace. This video is brought to you by Davis & Davis Investments and Management, a full-service business solutions firm. So whether you need one-on-one business coaching or training, or whether you need business strategy development, or if you just need to learn how to shoot professional videos from your iPhone so you can move some of your content online, we've been helping businesses win for over 10 years. So click the link below, grab your free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.